Well, that was fun. So, don't really know what happened there. Uh, Very strangely. Oh, don't tell me you guys missed the quads hand. How can you play on ACR? Don't you live in Nevada? Yes, but Nevada is okay to play in ACR. Nevada blocks Bodog. So like Ignition, Bodog, whatever it's called, Nevada blocks that one. They don't block ACR because ACR is offshore, non-American based banking. So it's one of those things where you're kind of it's very tricky because technically when you're playing on ACR, you are technically breaking the law because it's an unregulated. Hello. All right, we got our tables back. That's nice. This table, I ended up making quads against this guy. I don't know if you guys saw it. I'm going to have to reorganize these. Sorry, I don't know what the fuck just happened. Yeah, the computer fucking crashed. It sucked. Okay, well, this is going to go here. It's going to take me a minute. All right, we're gonna wait for all the... I'm gonna try to get everything resized, then I'll get back in. So this is a 50 NL, this is a 10 NL. I'm surprised I was able to keep all my seats. I guess I got it going pretty good. This is a 6 max, this is a 10 NL. Whoa. Yeah, I don't know what happened. It just fucking crashed on me. Everything just fucking went dead. So I don't really know. My computer was doing updates earlier today, and I probably should have restarted. All right, we're gonna kill this table. Here it is. I had quad sevens. I'll show you this this hand. Even though I am getting off this table, I'll show you that one in a second. I don't think it's streamed. All right, let's resume all play. Put this one up here. I'll show you the sevens. It sucks because I lost the clip, but we'll see. So I'll show you guys in a minute here. Yeah, we're still going to wait for the big blind. This one, right about there. Make it bigger. And I'm going to shrink this down. Yeah, it was weird. The whole computer just started buzzing, and like it was buzzing in my headphones, and it just crashed. I honestly don't know what happened. Fold this one, fold that one. Oh, don't tell me it doesn't have me on auto reload. To maximum, auto, less. Okay. All right. Sometimes it's an issue with WSOP. I don't know. All right. I'm gonna post in here. So here's the quads hand. So I raised out of first. I got called twice. Flop quads. We check the flop. Turn, this player goes ahead and bets. Obviously, we just called. How do you like this river play? River goes perfect. He bets big. I insta-jam this over the top, by the way. And he snap called, and we just have quads. Pretty good for a $120 pot. So we're up to $22.90 now. So the thing I was saying is ACR is a unregulated, unlicensed gambling site. So you have to remember that when you have money online, is that any site that's like that, you know, you take a little bit of a risk. Okay. Not bad. Six. King's not bad. It is a min open by this player, so we could absolutely be up against it. Look at this. Flop to set. I am going to bet for value. You never know. I don't think anybody checks a king, but who knows. I'm going to go ahead and raise this now. And we make the queen. King jack. Wow, that's crazy. I got called twice. I'm going to go ahead and bet here. I think if we get raised, it's bad. Oh, we got aces coming back. Check me out. I get to use this. Let's do it. Oh, we got a refresh, too. Well, this could suck. We're going to check. I'm not folding. I'm just trying to look weak. He should just have ace-king. I'm not folding to a jam. So I think that's the best way we get paid off right there. I don't know if we can make it look more like anything else. Wow, he called me with ace-queen. Holy shit, I'm playing okay. I like that check on the turn. They will let you play, but the rule is would hate to have problems cashing out. Right. I don't have any problems cashing out. I use Bitcoin. I've never had a problem cashing out on ACR. I got to say, I'm not a stormer for them anymore. Fun fact, I was the first stormer they ever had back in the day. But no longer a stormer, although you still can get the rakeback program with me by signing up through me. Use the link on my About page. But you know what? You don't have to. And if you do it, I'll send you $10 once I get confirmation you deposited 25 or more. Anyway, but that's just like an affiliate thing. It's not a big deal. I don't even look at it anymore. But yeah, so I've never had problems cashing out on there. I use Bitcoin. It used to be a lot more complicated back in the day because you had to do it through PayPal. And PayPal had a lot of problems. Then Bitcoin came around and it became much simpler. I didn't have any issues ever getting money on or off. With PayPal, there were actually times where I had to call PayPal itself because I wanted to put on more than I think the limit was like $100 or something. And I didn't want to keep that much on there, so I would have like 1,000 on or whatever. And then I hit a big tournament, and I cashed out like $3,000, and PayPal put a restriction on me, so I couldn't deposit more than 100. And it's not like I was looking to make a deposit, but I was like, why is this fucking me up? So I called them back, and they explained the whole. Or I got on a Skype call, and they explained the whole thing to me. And this is years ago. I think I was in Canada at the time. And they literally, they were like, but there is this thing called Bitcoin you can use. And it was like Bitcoin was just coming around, being popular. And they were like, yeah, we're going to be using that pretty soon. So I just used Bitcoin through Cash App. Done and done. I don't think I want another 10 an L. I think I want another 50 an L. So when that popped up, I'm just going to go ahead and take it. What did this guy have? He had 5-5. He called me, and then the King Jack overcalled. That's kind of crazy. Let me refresh trigger fire. Did that not work? There we go.
Hello there.
Now it's working. It's pretty good. This is kind of weird. I am going to raise. Just going to call here. I'm going to check. I thought he'd bet the river. fuck is that? What is this guy doing? I actually use what's called Cash App for the PayPal, by the way. Normally I wouldn't open this out of first position, even 8-handed, but this player is doing some wacky shit, and I think we want to be there if they blow up. So I don't want to just limp it. I'm going to go ahead and bet. I think a lot of players are having that feeling, so we might have to barrel this. Check the turn. I guess I kind of asked for this. Alright. I think he's got a pair. I think I could have gotten him off of it, but I definitely think he has a pair. I could have bet small on the flop, bigger on the turn. That's probably the move. I'm going to check cards here. Player doesn't fold. You win. Harder with him on my left. Fold here, fold there, fold everywhere. Ugh. I mean, I can't. Even though it's 10-3, I can't. I totally can't. It's just too bad. Yeah, we're at 2,300 right now. Technically, we're at 2,800 because I had to pull money off to pay bills. Hey, thanks to boss. Good luck on the session. Hopefully, run better than I did today. Appreciate it, my man. But here's the question: did you live up to the emote that lives in your name? This one.
Can't swim.
How old are you?
6.
Oh, God damn it. Why is that messing up? I'm just going to call here. If it was offsuit, I would raise. Let's try that again.
Can't swim.
How old are you?
6.
Did you just jump in? Did you get in the pool? What'd you do? This is probably, I was going to say, other than a set, this is probably near the middle top range that I'm going to have here. It's so ridiculous. The funny part is he's betting with nothing. And I know this. This is a total trap here. This is like a set. Ridiculous. Fucking guy's an idiot. Check to him, he just always bets. Just doesn't care. And he'll just give me the whole stack. If this guy folds, I get the whole stack. With fucking king queen. It's fucking annoying. This is such a fucking donkey. Like, even betting a hand as strong as queen 10 there is not a good idea. Because you're not going to get folds out of flush draws. You're better off letting the next card come off and then betting. You know what I mean? Because you're not trying to, like, snake value. What you're really trying to do is protect your hand. But you can't do it with fucking 5 players in the pot and a shitty queen. Like, I'm definitely checking that one and playing 2 streets later. You know what I mean? Because then you also get bluffs put at you. You get to see the next card coming off. It's not always the same. But look at this. He just calls off with the ace-4. Literal nut worst player right here. And here's the thing. You guys say I'm like talking about him worst player like it's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's he's just there to have fun. I remember I was talking to somebody years ago. I forget who it was. Pretty sure it was another streamer. And he was like, man, you talk a lot of shit, like, because I talk shit about players and all like that. And I was like, yeah, man. I'm like, this is what I do, while I'm streaming. Like, this is what I do is I talk shit and I have fun and all like that. But I understand the fact that I have a specific skill set that makes me in this arena. It makes them an idiot, and it makes me not an idiot. You know what I'm saying? When people just do dumb shit, and it's like, whatever. God damn, traffic. Really? Just so hyper-aggressive. I mean, if this guy calls, it's kind of a decision. See, I know this is just donkey shit, so traffic should just snap him off with ace-queen here. He should never fold, because this is total donkey shit. This is what pisses me off. This is why the guy's an idiot. Is because he does dumb shit like this. Hey, appreciate you guys coming back. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened with the computer there. Well, nobody should be betting that. See a 3-bet. I'm going to call. I'm just going to check this one. Sometimes we get it through. Sometimes we get bluffed. Hey, I'm good. Nice. 8-9, and what else? King Jack. We'll bet 2 pair down. This guy got it in on the turn and hit it on the river. Look at me, I got away good. Really? You fucking moron. Check. Allow me to bet. If I'm bluffing, let me bluff. Ooh, got a 50. It's kind of a really good seat, too. So I raised pre-flop. Oh, the point that I was trying to make was about the player being the worst player. I'm going to go ahead and raise. Leonidas likes to bet for no reason, so he probably just folds here a lot unless he has a flush draw, but we might as well get him committed. Yeah, he just likes donking. All right, let's check this one. What, no 6? Well, the point that I was trying to make is that when I call somebody an idiot or whatever like that, they're not an idiot. They probably navigate life much more intelligently than I do. They probably have a job. They probably, have a house. They probably, have no problem paying their bills and all like that. And they're playing poker for recreation. They're probably a much more evolved human being than I am. You gonna go for this traffic, really? No. Good boy, you learned. Good boy. Oh, we got him. Let's go. That's pretty good. I'm just going to bet small. At 20 and L6 max, we're never really looking to fold in this spot. Maybe betting small is a little scary. Oberrunner does have weird stuff that he does, like that, but that's fine. Heart, please. Ace. It's whatever. I'm never folding there. I just can't. I've seen this player jam ace-jack too often there. I mean, it's just whatever. Really? Why did I get sat out? Oh, god damn it, I didn't get the reload. My tables got all fucked up. Love that. It's so funny. I'm sitting there going, he does weird shit. Immediately as he just check jams a set. I have too much equity, and I know the player too well. He'll also have queens there. He'll have queens with the queen of hearts. He'll have king jack with the king of hearts. He'll have any ace jack without even the, because I have the ace of hearts. He doesn't need the ace of hearts. He'll have some flushes, but not many. He'll have a lot of two-pair combos, which I have tons of equity against. That's fine. So, you want to play with people like this. Absolutely. And for 20 bucks, it's worth the action. Because I've taken enough buy-ins off him in those exact scenarios. And just jamming that is also pretty bad. You know what I mean? Because, like, if I don't have the ace of hearts, it's very hard for me to call. If I have I'm not going to call with the aces without the ace of hearts. All right, we're going to wait here. Oh, don't tell me you're leaving, you fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to call with, like, kings without the king of hearts. That's a huge bet. Plus, I'm going to have you set over set it a bunch and never fold. I'm going to let this go. If the board wasn't paired, like, I can absolutely have, set of jacks here, for sure. I mean, I guess we just call this. 7 on the turn. Interesting. Oh, I'd love to see a board pair dealer. I mean, this is Leonidas again. This is the guy who likes to do dumb bets. I mean, I'm going to call. I just want to see it. Fine, you flopped it. You're an idiot. He got 7 blinds out of me. If he had bet big on the turn, he could have gotten much more. Not today. First session in 3 days. Only lost a little bit over, a little bit in, but I lost... What the hell? Lost with aces, I saw. Hang on a sec here. Raising. Oh. People are getting wild. Hey, thanks for the follow there. Necrotic. What's up, my man? How you doing? Much more evolved human than I am. Love it. Take my follow. Appreciate you, bro. It's true. I absolutely, I'm gonna be 45 this month. See, there's Leonidas again doing his thing. I'm just gonna raise him right here. This is a total move. Yeah, he just folds. See this donkey shit? Same thing. It's the same guy keeps donking. Oh, we got aces. Let's play it. We're gonna bet. God damn it! Why is that not? Yeah, something's wrong with trigger fire. That's the little program that makes use of that, so we can set those off. I'm gonna check this one back. Sometimes we are giving a free card that kills us, but he's gonna have more diamonds than anything else. I think 2-pair we can absolutely bet. He's gonna have Queen 10 sometimes. He's gonna have King Queen sometimes, but I think we would have heard about that. But I like betting on the river there. But yeah, that's the thing, man. I've been fired from every job I've ever had. I'm going to be 45 this month, and I'm wildly immature. God damn it. This fucking thing's all messed up, too. Yeah, this got all screwed up when I lost connection. Or when the thing died. Gamble all. Only, dog. You gotta watch for a little bit, man, to get your points. Oh, we got kings. Appreciate you being here. Let's raise this up. Okay, this table's done. I'm gonna have to get another 6-max. Yeah. I don't think we want to fold a pair just yet. And we're gonna bet river. Try to get some value. If he raises me, I give him credit for a king. It's fine. But little blocker bet, not bad. It's very easy to get bluffed there too, because he can bet 80% pot, and it's kind of really hard to call with second pair there when he's coming out of first. When he checks turn, obviously he can have, you know, nothing, but it's like whatever. Yeah, like I said, he's just very donk-like. Like if you want to get a limp raise out of it, just make sure this guy's at the table. You know what? Let me go to trigger fire and authorize that. Maybe that's the problem. Is that I haven't logged into it today. Get 3-bet, but I run. Check. I mean, people hate to check ace-king, so we're going to face a bet like 90% of the time. I'm going to peel one and see what the turn brings. That ace is really bad. I mean, if he has ace-king, he should check now, because he should be very worried about me having ace-queen. And he's not going to get any more action anyway. If you have ace-queen here, I think you should be betting, so we're going to go ahead and give it up. But man, what I wouldn't have given to have pocket eights there. I think he narrows himself down to ace-queen pretty sharply there. I mean, unless the player is just truly like an awful player, I don't think they 3-bet and then lead ace-king and then keep betting on the turn. after they get called by an early position raiser, that's kind of really bad. Can we get another 6 max? I think we can. Whoa. There's some interesting tables. This looks fun. If this guy 3-bets again, I'm going to puke. I actually was thinking if he 3-bet, I was going to 4-bet if everybody folds. I guess we sit here behind the money. I am aware of these players, so... Alright, we'll take one off. This player can definitely have a pair. So... I mean, he could just have like 8s or 9s or something, but with a gut shot, backdoor flush draw, I don't think we fold. This can be garbage, but we don't really have anything going on, so it's fine. I'm not really trying to make some complicated move. So let's see if this is working now. Well, that worked pretty good. And raise it up. Wah, wah. Hey, suited this time. Ba, 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 ba. Fold. Fold. Ba, 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 ba. Man, if that was the ace of spades on the turn, that would have been a real high action card. I was looking at that one where I had king 10 suited up here versus, or on this one versus run. Wow. What the fuck happened to this table? Everybody left. Flopped a bunch of aces. I think we just call. This is Leonidas again, or Leonis, the donkey guy. And we're just going to check call 3 times. I'm going to bet the river. I'm just hoping you hit a 10. Like, he's just always donking. It's just, I got to change these notes. I have to make more notes on him, but it's just hilarious. Like, he's leading that flop. Why? That's a limped pot with 2 aces on it. Why are you leading that flop? Okay, so this table died. Damn, where'd everybody go? Alright, so we'll try to get into another 6 max here. Fold. Yeah, we're going to get off on another 10 and 0. You know what I'm going to do, actually? I'm going to sit out. I got to take a leak. I'll be right back. God damn it. Sorry, the mic was muted. Sorry. I thought I unmuted it. My fault. Ooh. Nope. That's a pretty good flop. Fold, fold, fold.
Alright, see you in a few.
Alright, have fun, baby. Let's just go ahead and bet. Get called. It's one of those ones we might have to pound our way through. I mean, coach is kind of weird. 8's probably the worst card in the deck. Holy shit. There's any other card I can continue betting. The 8's the only one. Because nobody's backing off an 8 and we don't want to get check raised. I guess we just check. I mean, we can't bet. I mean, we can't. If somebody has 8 deuce, they're not going to fold. 5-3. I mean, look at this shit. Ace 9. The fuck? I guess never overestimate your opponent's range, I guess is the lesson at 10 and L. And we're going to bet. Yeah, that's like having top pair, right? It's like having a king jack, ace jack kind of hand. I'm at 22.56. Motherfucker, I lost a little bit there. Ended up playing too many hands is what it is. These guys are just so tempting to play with, though. Felt like I couldn't get a turn to go my way. If I had the best hand on the flop, I was losing by the river. Were you properly protecting your hands? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know, trapping top pair, you know, even top, it's not a good idea. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times players will call on the flop, but won't call on the turn, which leads to a river that kills you. You know what I'm saying? Or they have a lot of situations where we're just going to bet here. Like we're protecting. Could have bet it smaller, but I think it's fine. You have to kind of make a little bit more of a statement at 10 and L. Let this go. You know, but sometimes checking the flop and like, ooh, now I'll get value. Then you make a bet, and then the guy who, you know, had just a gut shot on the flop has picked up a double gutty, or he's picked up a flush draw. You know what I'm saying? So now he has to call. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I don't like the trapping very much with unless the hands are super strong, and there's not much your opponent can have. So your hand can be super strong, but your opponent can also have something as well, right? Like, let's say it's a 3-bet pot, you have ace-king, and the flop comes off queen-10-jack, right? You'd think that's a good one to check because you're not going to get much action, but the truth is your opponent really going to fold a set of jacks to you? You know what I'm saying? Or a set of queens, or even a pair of aces? Not likely, right? That king on the river is kind of dirty. Just because I sometimes lose with it, too. He's going to have king-queen quite a bit. He's going to have queen-jack a bunch. He's going to have pocket fives a bunch. I do think we call. Sometimes he's just going to roll ace-10 and I'm going to cry. Or he's just bluffing, right? Like, you have to know all the ways that you can lose before you can just sit there and go, but I also can't fold. It's just GTO. Like, his bluff spot there is awful. Because if I called him on the flop and turn there, everything got there. All 2 pairs got there. All straights got there. Everything got there, and I'm in position. What are you betting for here? This is one you just give up. A lot of these guys just don't have give up in them. Like, I might give up a little bit too much. I've kind of noticed that. Maybe a little bit weak. But a lot of these guys give up way too much. Like, what am I folding? What am I folding when you 3-barrel there on this board? Legit, what am I folding? Am I even folding queen 10 here? Not really. Not if I played it that way. I may fold. I mean, I guess 10 jack I probably would have folded on the turn. but I picked up a flush draw. Maybe if I don't improve the 2 pair I fold on the river, but I kind of doubt it. This is awkward. Okay. I'm folding there more so because that's not the way I want to beat him. I want to play big pots with him earlier. So pre-flop I want to be 3-betting and 4-betting. And on the flop I just want to be getting it in. So, and if we fuck around with that too much, we won't win the big pots, so we got to let him win the small ones. I do think we bet here, like we're protecting a king. Do have a lot of equity, even if we get called. Player calls. We're going to check this one. He may go for bluffs. Queen on the river is okay. I'm going to go for a blocker sizing. He's not going to fold a king. He has king, queen. You can't play it any better than that. You cannot play it any better than that. Except I'm up against players who are just doing insane shit. Like no protection, no value. I cut his value way down. Traffic is solid and very aggressive, but we're obviously going to 3-bet the ace-king offsuit. I'm betting here basically to get this player out of the pot with hands that beat me right now. If this player has a flush, he's not going anywhere, obviously. And if this player has the ace of spades, he's not going anywhere. I just don't want to get beat by a pair like 10s or something. So I'm going to try. He had me beat. I would not doubt that he had me beat with like a pair with a flush draw, like like 10s with the 10 of spades. So you have to bet twice in those situations. Hey, I got another 10-0. Oh, that deuce. He 3-bet me to $10. Wow. I kind of want to just give this up, but... because it feels like a spaz with a big pair. Like, if he checks now, I don't know how I feel about it. All right, I'm going to check raise here. Now he's betting 9. I mean, I guess we just pop this, right? If he jams, I'm calling, but he just doesn't have anything. Jacks, 4s, jacks. Made the ace. I'm going to check it. Where's everybody going? Go ahead and bet. I'm not going to give this up just yet. I'm going to bet this turn. Check. Him calling behind is kind of an issue. Very hard for him to have queens or better. I'll let this one go. Made the straight. We're going to go ahead and bet it. Alright, that's fine. Could have checked that one. Got paid here. Look at this. 2 pair. He's going to have 7, 8, 6, 5 a lot. Or 6, 7 a lot. Did he have just a jack? Did you think you had a straight? He called me. Oh, he had the bottom end of the straight. He had the ass end. He had the 4 through 9. Or the 4 through 8. And I had the to the jack. Do I want to get off this table? There's other 50 NLs. There are other 50 NLs. So I think we're going to get rid of this one. Ooh, double gutty. Might get off this one. I haven't decided yet. Fold. I'm going to bet this one. No, I'm not. I'm going to check it. I didn't realize how big that pot was. There's fucking 5 of us in here. Jesus. If anything happens on the table that's off screen, I'll pull it on in a sec. Well, I guess we give that up. People were just calling with dreams and hitting it. I mean, that's going to happen. You kind of want that. I continued on most flops and turns, losing to bottom pair when I triple barreled and a double paired board. Yeah, that's kind of rough. Well, you know how that goes, man. Some days are that way. Just make sure you get it out of your head before you sit down at your next session. I am going to blocker bet this river. Yeah, this player you have to just bet twice. Can I? Yeah. I'm just going to call this one. I could definitely 3-bet it, but I like going for a check raise here. Ooh, we got aces. You know what that means. You know what that means. I'm going to lead right at the ace-queen. Look at this. I got called. Now, this player called a raise pre-flop already. He's leading into me. Is there ever a reason to raise here? No. Can he have 6s or 3s? Yes. Are we going to raise? No. We're just going to call and allow him to go like ape shit crazy. The 6 on the turn is fine. We're just going to check back and hopefully he goes nuts. Yeah, he's never going to fold a king. But if we raise at any point, we don't get half this action. This is very well played. King 10. Can't raise at any point, but he can't fold. We got 90% of his stack. I love it. That's a really well played one. So now he's limping. I don't like it. There's a lot of 50 NLs. But they're not full. Oh, we gotta make this one bigger. That's a 50. Bigger board. I'm gonna go ahead and bet turn and river here. I mean, I'm supposed to be betting a queen, but I think the jig is up there. Full pot, huh? Problem is Stu behind. Normally I would call that. But if there was one spade up there, I would think longer about it. But I don't know how crazy this player is. But with Stu behind, I don't know what Stu's planning on either. Again, I'm not trying to make a point. I'm trying to make money. 2307. So we're doing pretty good. I think that's right around where I started the day before I played offline. It was like 2310, somewhere in there. Do we want to 3-bet? I think I want to 3-bet because these two jokers are going to 4-bet or going to 3-bet quite often if I don't. So I'm going to 3-bet, but not huge. Like, if we just call, one of these two jokers is going to raise. Hand just looks like an overpair. If he raises, I'm beat. And he's not bluffing. He calls. The ace on the turn is kind of interesting. Does he raise and call with anything below that? He might. So we're going to go ahead and go for it like we have ace-king now. We're changing the story. Just going to call here. Changing the story, man. If the ace doesn't hit the turn, then we're going to bet reasonably. I have 2 of the 9s, and this fucker doesn't actually has a 9 somehow. Should have bet bigger. Okay, so this table's done. I don't think I want a 3-bet here. I think I'd rather underplay it. Same deal. We can call one. Don't know if he's much of a bluffer. I'm going to go for the blocker sizing. He's not going to fold an ace. The only thing that might confuse him is that a 5 is out there. Yeah, see, that blocker bet is really well done. I'm going to sit out. I got $100 even. I'm going to sit out. All right, here we go. Sure. 23-25 now. I was happy to be on the tables because they were just throwing money around. All right, we call here. I was defending wider and just couldn't get anything meaningful to go my way. Yeah, you do have to be aware though, when you're defending that wide, you're going to end up in some weird, funky situations. All right, so if it checks to me, I am going to bluff this river. We don't have to go crazy. But if this guy has an ace, it's not that strong, so he may not like it. We could be getting trapped behind for sure. Ace 6, wow. That's how deep you're going? Okay. All right. Good to know. I should make notes on that. So, I mean, it's kind of a good call, but not really. Because the only reason why it's a good call is because of the size of my bet. But if I bet turn like that and then river, it's whatever. I'm just going to call this because this player's doing dumb min bets with nothing. I just beat him with 4th pair doing this. And we do have backdoor straight draws and shit. He should be betting bigger now. I mean, I'm just going to call. I mean, there's no point to anything else here, right? I mean, and we got all those chances at hitting for 2 blinds. Man. If this was a 4 instead of a 7, I would have called. Look at that, check raise. Called. 9s on the river. See, that's what you get. That's what you get. This guy just folded. He didn't even let me see that. Ooh, good flop. I am going to bet this. I feel like he sometimes has something he's going to check jam. but betting small is fine. Let's open this one up. Check here. Min raise from the guy who did the min betting. You are min, sir. Look at this flop. I don't know what he had last hand. I am going to raise it because I should have more aces and ace kings, except for the times when he actually hits it. He had me crushed. He was definitely tilting, but he had me crushed. If I had ace queen, I wouldn't have folded. I only need top pair there. Go ahead and raise. We'll just bet small like we have a king. It's a super dry board. Wow, what a great turn card. We're going to go for value like we have a king. We can actually call raises here. Sometimes he has two pair. I mean, I think you need two pair to call. If you have two pair, he played it well. If he takes this long and calls me with like king 10, he's a fucking joke. Ooh, look at that set of fours. Nice! Triple barrel! Whee! How about one of these, buddy? I got one of these for you. Oh, look at the paired ace on the turn. And it's a club draw. Can he have ace 10? For sure. Is it likely? Not really. I'm going to go ahead and just bet quickly. He's more likely to have an ace than he is a club, so I was kind of hoping for a fourth club. I mean, I think we just kind of do this. I don't know how if he... Yeah, he can't fold an ace, right? Maybe I could have gone bigger. I'm going to check this down. Three's good, sir. Ace queen. Look at that. I could have gotten more. With no club in his hand. I thought I wanted another club so he'd go apeshit. 23-41 now. Fold, fold, fold. Okay. I could 3-bet it, but I don't know how often we're just going to get 4-bet blindly behind, so I like the ace-queen suited for a call. Can I get him to fold aces? That's the question. Wow, he flopped 2 pair. But I binked it. He's only supposed to have ace, king, or aces there, so it shouldn't be that hard. And he bet it so fucking big, so fucking fast. I mean, good for him. He got me to put it in way behind. But I did have 12 outs. 2390. I mean, what do you want me to do? I flopped a pair and a flush draw, and the guy's going ape shit, and it's a guy who's super over aggressive. I'm going to check turn and bet river. Oh, I might not need to bet the river. I don't think we want to raise the river. Or bet it. Wow, he bet the pot. He's got it. 5-3-4-3. He literally hit the wheel. That's not even two pair. He's not representing king. He's not thinking I'm representing king queen there. I know this player too well. Yeah, this table's dying because I've fucking put too much action into it. Maybe we can save another table? Another 50 and L? Yeah, that looks pretty good. There's another 50 and L we're going to replace this one with. Look at this. He even took a couple extra seconds to call. I have flopped so well against this player. And I bet every time. I'm just waiting for him to have something. That's not a great card. That's a great card. Can he have 9s or 8s? I guess, but he's going to have 10 jack a lot too. I meant to go bigger. I meant to go full pot, but I misclicked. He had queen, queen. I guess I got the max. God, he checked that flop with no protection. That was awful. Yeah, we're gonna ditch that table. Half pot? Sure. Gotta give a little, get a little. Give a little action, get a little action. Alright, this one's done. And we got a new table coming in. Another 50 and L just sat down. What the fuck? Oh, this guy sat out, so the blind skipped me. Yeah, we all just got here. The blinds skipped through. Do I want to change seats? I think I do. Yeah, I'm going to switch seats. And I'm not going to wait on the blind. I'm going to post in. It's great because it looks like I just switched seats to post. It doesn't look like I'm trying to get to the right of these players. But that's exactly what I'm doing. Look at this flop to set. I'm going to bet a little something, a little chili dipper. Second nut flush draw. Jack isn't awesome. We can continue betting, though. I mean, there's just so many gut shots and open-enders that came off right there. Check. Ugh, it would be awful to see a check raise here. Well, that's pretty good. Second time today I've made quads. I mean, he can have pocket sevens for sure, but I kind of doubt it, right? He doesn't even have a straight. I think he had like maybe king jack at best. I could have maybe bet small. I don't think checking would have been the move, but I could have bet like half pot. 2,400 even. Well, 2,446, so 46 cents. How about that? Not bad. Going pretty well. Up about 100 from the start of the day. 170 this session. Played off stream earlier. 165 this session. Played off stream earlier. Played a tournament. I haven't played a tournament in like a month. Maybe like a month and a half. And it was fun. And I just ended up getting to that point in the tournament. We were far from the cash. We were probably about 130, 140 players, and top 60 got paid. And I ended up getting pocket tens with like 18 blinds and getting it in versus kings. And it was like raise, re-raise. Look at this. This fucking table just died. Have fun, fellas. There are other 6 max I can get on right away. Ooh, next to my buddy. Hey, buddy. How are you? I like sitting next to you. Yeah, this table filled up nicely. Nope. Not even this time of night. Good to see you guys.
Hello there.
Limped pot, get an ace versus a short stack. He can definitely have an ace. He has a short stack. But I don't know if we're folding. I'm going to check jam. Why? First of all, it's a limped pot. Second of all, you're a short stack. Third of all, it's a double paired board. Oh, hello, run. Run 3-betting. Just going to call. Check. And the player left. Check. I'll check. Alright, you can have it run. Yeah. It's close. I don't know this player. Oh, he posted in first, or either that or he limped. I didn't see it. I think he posted. Yeah. Nice. Gotta keep them people on their toes. Is this a pissing contest? Nope. Deuce tray. Or an ace. That's like the 5th wheel I've seen get hit on me today. I didn't even see the showdown for 3 of them, but it was just so obvious. Not like I had a major hand there. I could have bet through the turn, but I don't know if I'm getting a fold, and I'd have to risk too much. And a player with deuce tray or ace 3 or something like that has way too much equity against me, so I think it's fine to check. Flop top 2-y. Look at this, and a flush draw now. And I guess this guy is like King Jack. If this is another guy who limped ace king, I'm gonna laugh my fucking dick off. King 10. Yeah, I was right. I think I said King Jack, right? There's just been so many guys who have fucking ace king and they're limping it. It's like, what are you doing? Got shot, backdoor flush. Oof. Queen on the river, no good, sir. Well, I made the straight. Didn't get into plenty of weird spots, but no one was giving up on their hands. That may tell you a little something, man. Maybe you weren't betting enough. Like, maybe you weren't betting high enough. Like, I like small bets, but I mostly like them on the flop and on the river. Turn, you really define your hand. I think we just bet here. Oh, we got him. Here we go. That was easy. Wow, cooler. Hold. Hold the baby. God. Aces versus kings, and I didn't have the kings? What day is it? Is it fucking April Fool's Day? Get that late night cleanup going. Don't leave. We're having fun. These are the only 50 NLs going off. Could 3-bet the ace forward, but Stu tends to open bigger in late position unless he's got a big hand. Let me get out of the way. I don't love it. Wow, really, Stu? I mean, really? Well, there's no value there. We either hit it on the turn or we have to fold. So I guess we could check jam, but he can just have flush draws, right? It's kind of whatever. Congrats. I have the nut low queen. Suited, I like calling. – gonna go ahead and bet. What you doing there, small blind? Let's check the turn. Let him see the river. Check. What? What? He was waiting for me to bet again to bluff. He was waiting for me to bet the turn so he could bluff. See that? Look at that. Weird session overall, although if I didn't run 10s into aces and just fold to the 4-bet, I break even. Yeah. You got to remember, at the level you're at, man, there's not a lot of 4-bet bluffing going on. There's not even a lot of 4-bet with ace-king going on, unless it's versus a knowledgeable player. Like, I only 4-bet ace-king versus knowledgeable players. Otherwise, I'm just jamming. You know what I'm saying? Jamming or folding. Interesting. Check. This guy likes to be trappy. Full pot. Yeah. If the pot was bigger, I'd actually call it. But when it's such a small pot and they bet full pot, it's like, okay, you ass backward into a 10. I don't get why Coach always fucking bets. It's like he doesn't follow it up either. Like I had him beat. Look at this. Ace deuce versus aces. Wow. What the fuck? Oh, he just sat down and decided to go fucking crazy. End of the night. They just got it in on that flop. I mean, it was like raise, re-raise, and then the guy just went fucking banana crackers on the flop. Some people just want to blow 40 bucks. Here's his first hand. Okay, why did you take so long to call? That's a pretty good river. I mean, I'm probably check calling. I mean, I'm definitely checking, but I'm definitely calling, but I'm saying I'm definitely checking. Jacques. Yeah, why not? Spachemin over here may do something weird. He's been kind of interesting. Unger likes to 3-bet, but not always. I could have gone through the turn, but I feel like he's awful sticky and he's dumb. So we'll let him win that one and get paid later. Okay. Got a post from Spooky Pants. Yeah. Knew that was coming. I think my best shot there was a queen. We'll play the sixes out of first. It's late. People do dumb shit. Good shot. And we're gonna bluff river. He folds. Oh, look at that. Flop 6 is full. Three-way pot. I think we check this one. Especially since the small blind's in there. Small blind can actually have some stuff. He's leading. See, so now we have to take a really long time. And call. Quad 6s. Third time today I've had quads. The good part is it looks like I have ace king sometimes. He obviously had nothing. He didn't even have the 3. Third time today I had quads. How you like that? Most commonly I bet 1/3 on flop, and 3/4 overbet the turn. I don't like overbetting the turn. I do like 2/3 or 3/4. 1/3 on the flop kind of depends on the texture. If it's a flop that doesn't favor my opening range, right? Then I like to bet bigger. Because, you know, when you open and then the flop doesn't appear to help you, what are you representing when you bet bigger? You're representing an overpair. You know what I'm saying? In a 3-bet pot, I like a half pot bet in those situations. In a single raise pot, like where I have ace king, I like a 2/3 pot bet in those situations. That being said, you can also get bluffs through by raising pre-flop and betting 1/3 on the flop, like you have ace king, and like on like a king 7-4 board, like super dry, like no draws, no nothing. You can just bet super small. You can just bet a 1/3 pot or less and get the fold very easily on a king high flop when you were the leader. But of course, you know all this. But yeah, the turn is kind of where most players define their hands. So I get 3-bet. He's kind of an over trapper. I'm gonna re-raise. Yeah. I'm going to let this one go. Ace comes off. I am going to bet small. I'm going to down bet. Nice. I think if we check there, we get bluffed way too often. I think we might get off this table. I shove 10s because the previous hand... Here we go. This is my problem. I shoved 10s because of the previous hands he played, and he just woke up with it that time. True. Did you see Showdown? If you didn't see Showdown, you don't know what he was doing the previous hands. It's a game of incomplete information, and if you only have incomplete information to go by, then that's all you can do. Like, I hate when people tell poker stories, and they're like, okay, so I have King Jack in the cutoff. And this guy raises in the low jack. And 3 hands before, he had 10-3 offsuit and 3-bet it versus a different play. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're talking about a level of players where your best method of beating them is GTO with strong exploits, right? The low limits. You know, your exploits get a little heavier as you go up in limits. But GTO at 10 and L, 25 and L, even 50 and L will win you money. And it's not supposed to win you money. It's supposed to break you even. But it really will. So, yeah, this table's fucking done. 6 max? Yeah, there's a couple more. All right, we got another one here. So, like, it depends on what his previous action was. Are you saying that he was 3-betting a bunch, if he was 4-betting? And you got to also remember, man, you can't take it personally. I've been dealt aces 3 hands in a row. You know what I'm saying? I've had it happen where I've had entire rounds at tables where I had a hand no worse than pocket queens. That happened to me live. I sat down, and like 10 minutes into playing there, I got pocket queens, ace king twice, suited once. I got aces twice and kings twice. I literally sat there, won whatever it was, like 7 hands in a row, and my buy-in went from 300 to like 1,200. The last hand was insane because the guy couldn't, it was aces on the last one. The guy's like, I just can't believe that you have it every time. And I had shown down like 3 of them. I even showed the ace-king suited when I re-raised pre-flop and nobody called. And I was like, I'm hot. And I just showed it to, like, give myself a little bit of credit, and the very next hand I got aces. So, you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you shove the tens because of good statistical analysis, that's fine. But if you shoved him because of what he did in the last 5 hands, no. No. It's you're taking it too personally. Fucking ace on the turn. Look at that 3. This is so frustrating when you bet this small. Oh, we got the aces. So I got 3-bet. Yeah, he flopped it. That was easy. Oh, come on. Aces v aces. Not bad. Oh, it was a short stack. I was like, why are they racing? Pick up a deuce. he has a queen, I'll puke. Doesn't have anything. It's nice to have spades there because it's when we bet, it's less likely. I mean, the pair. What am I talking about? It's nice to have the pair of deuces there, believe it or not, because when we have a piece of the board and so much equity, it's less likely he has any of it. So he's just gonna have high cards. The queen on the river, we're not even afraid of it. It's a great time to bet because that queen should scare us if we called with a pair, and if we called with a flush draw, what the fuck are we doing? So maybe we call with a flush draw that hit the queen, but got to give the guy a chance to fold. You know, if you don't bet there, he never has a chance to fold. I don't like drawing to a gut shot that's not the nuts. If this was jack of spades, sure. It's player limp. This guy made an improper raise, so we're going to make the right raise. Way to kill your action, bro. Not everybody who 3-bets has aces, so you're not always going to get paid. On your sets or 2 pairs. Alright, we're going to 3-bet again. Short stack's limping. Short stack's behind. This guy can jam. That wouldn't be bad. Ooh, open ender. Open-ended royal draw. I'm going to check and probably raise this. Well, I'm definitely going to check raise it. I just don't know if somebody's going to bet. And we do get a lot of action here, because somebody's going to have a king quite often. So, but I got too many outs. Let's do it. 80% of a royal, man. Wasn't expecting to see this fold. Might have had a worse flush draw. Was not expecting to see this fold. Just shows you how compulsive players are with calling flop bets. Like, people understand c-betting, or they think they do, like they just know about it now, so they just never fold on the flop. Queen's good. That's a nice half-pot bet there, because it looked like we, you know, checked, like, you know, the ace-queen of hearts or something like that on the flop. And let the flush come off and then just bet half-pot. Because that's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to, like, barrel through. Even though he limped and we raised, you're supposed to just check there with enough flush draw. It's better to get your equity than it is to blow somebody off. Plus, if we bet and he, like, has aces or something, and he just fucking check races or check raises or whatever, you're better off just getting your equity and then betting half pot and taking it down. 24-14 now. It's technically 29-14 because of that 500 that's missing. I'm trying to think about how I should put that back in. This table's dying too. So, are there more 6-max? Yes, there are. So, we're going to try to jump on that one. No thanks. Yeah, this table's glitched. We're going to sit out. Check. Okay. I expect to get blown off this hand a lot, but we'll do it for Negreanu. One time for Negreanu. It's one of his favorite hands. Yeah, at least it was back in his... Wow. Hey, look at that. I'll overbet a little. Yeah, he doesn't have shit. Negreanu coming through. Could have raised it, but don't really need to. I'll let him take it. He plays pretty much everything from the blinds. This might be stupid, but yeah, he's just going to have a 10 too often. That's alright. If you don't get caught bluffing, you're not bluffing enough. Oh, where'd you guys go? Can you get the fuck out of my pots, please? Thank you. God, just the worst flops. Look at this, I hit the turn. Just gonna have ace jack a lot. They both have a 7. I love it. I love everything about it. I've been at the table with him for over 150 hands. He doubled up early by getting lucky with 10-5 from under the gun and hit a flush on the river versus ace-king 2 pair. Well, it kind of depends how the hand was played. After that, he was just flexing his stack, double pot betting the turn at a high rate. A lot of players who do that, I'm going to say, a lot of players who do that have the monster. Like, they're just waiting for somebody to call them. Try to wait for the right times. 10s was the thing. Yeah, I get what you're saying, man, but I've seen it too many times where guys are just massively overbetting. Like, some guys will flop a set and think, I don't want to get drawn out on so bad that they'll just bet 2x pot. And they're like, if anybody can continue here, congratulations, but I'm not going to get drawn out on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because think about the logic of it. If you have... These are also the guys who lose tons with pocket aces. Because, like, they make a big 3-bet and then they just jam flops. And it's like, okay, if anybody flops a set, then you just paid them completely. That card sucks. It makes a lot of weird straights, bottom ends. And fucking full houses. Nice check, moron. I should have 10 jack there. Why are you checking? I should also have a 9 there. Nice fucking check, loser. 10s was the closest you got. Yeah. Gotta remember, though, man. Just keep... I know it's hard. I mean, trust me, I've been there. You guys have seen it on stream where I'm like, oh, I'm going to get every dime from this guy. You know what I'm saying? You've seen it on the fucking stream when I've done that to people, but you can't take things personally. And you need a lot of good information, and showdowns are good information. Like, until you reach a statistical anomaly where somebody's doing something so much that it's like maybe they're just having the hottest poker session of their life, then you can start making those assumptions. But if you've never seen the player before that, who knows? I get what you're saying, though. And trust me, it's not bad, but those aren't the players you want to race with, right? Because think about it. You open, he raises, you 3-bet, he 4-bets. Do we think he's folding? No. And this is a player, if he's making those crazy moves on the turn where he's betting 2x pot and shit like that, that's different than what the hands he's starting with. He's not 4-betting you with 10-5. You know what I'm saying? You just told me 2 scenarios where you said he got lucky, made the flush versus 2 pair. Well, I don't know how the other player played it. Maybe the other player trapped and he hit the, the guy he checked the flop, bet the turn, and then the guy binked his flush on the river, and the guy overbet, and he was like, I'm not folding a flush to this fucking moron. He's obviously trapping me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, it could be just that obvious. There have been so many times where guys have overbet the pot on me on stream. You can look it up. And I've sat there with this, like, weird small 2-pair or, like, a small straight and gone, I feel like I was getting trapped and I sucked out. And then just calling this 5x pot bet. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's one from last week where I had deuce tray. The flop was ace 5-6, and I had raised it on the button, and this guy re-raised, but super small. And it was ace 5-6, and I had the gut shot straight and the flush draw. The flop came down, and it went check. The turn came off, and he bet like 1/3 pot. And it was like a jack on the turn. And so I called it. River came off, and I made the flush. And it's the lowest flush you could possibly have, right? And he checked. I bet half pot, and he jammed all in, and it was like 6x pot. And this was on a 50 and L. And I'm like, oh, he was trapping aces. So I just called it. Sure enough, he rolled over the aces. And it's just like, he was utterly trapping it. And the fact that I didn't bet the flop or turn, he never put me on the flush draw, so I just took my equity. But, like, he's saying that I'm a lucky idiot. Now, I open on the button, or I open in the cutoff, and he 3-bet the button. Or he 3-bet the small blind. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't do it big enough. So it's like, you can say I got lucky, but you can also say he played it incorrectly. Out of position, he should have been raising much more. I'd rather get folds pre-flop than end up in those fucking situations. And then he just gave me all the money. You know what I mean? Like, he was just like, well, if you got a better hand. But it's not like we did it pre-flop. It's not like he 3-bet me small, and then I 4-bet him, and then he fucking jammed on me. It's not what happened. We played it post-flop. We took it to the streets. I get what you're saying. And I'm not saying you made a mistake necessarily, but I would want to watch the replay of that hand and look at it in a vacuum, like with no history. And I would ask you how often you're going to make this play. If it's not a play you're going to commonly make, I got to say it's probably wrong. Exploits aren't wild things that you do because you have a read on players. Exploits are expressions of knowledge against a player pool. You know what I mean? So, like, typically what players do at this player pool. Like, they're generalities. They're not super specific. Unless you've played with a specific player for a long time, and I probably mean more than 1,000 hands. Like, when I say I know somebody on here, I've played easily 5,000 hands with them. Fair enough, maybe I read him wrong, just haven't seen someone play that way for so long. Exactly. So, what's more likely? He's a maniac, an idiot, or doing something brilliant? You know what I mean? The most likely scenario is he's an idiot. But even idiots get fucking pocket aces. The second most likely scenario is he's a maniac. And maniacs aren't great to play against. Bad players are great to play against. Maniacs, not so much, because then you have to make weird folds, and it's very hard to get a gauge on him. It's why Gus Hansen was such a great player, and Isildur and all those guys, and Tom Dwan when they first started, because they did things that, at the time, were considered absolute insanity. But they were just doing things different. You know what I'm saying? What if you saw the next evolution of Gus Hansen in the modern poker era? You know what I'm saying? And he's just working his shit out now at low levels. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? The least common thing that's going to happen is that the player's a genius. That's the least common thing. You know what I'm saying? So they're either doing something wrong or they're doing something crazy. And in those instances, you have to not play against that. You have to kind of take it with a grain of salt. Everything they do, you have to take it with a grain of salt, but you can't like abandon the way you play to adjust out of greed and out of spite. Like, that's what happened to me a lot, is I would play out of spite and get tilted and be like, oh, I'm gonna get this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But angrily so. Now you guys will see me do it and it's like, oh, I know how to beat him. You know what I'm saying? But when I didn't control my mental game as well, I would get so angry that I would tilt off and just like have to play against this player. Meanwhile, there's 7 other guys at the fucking table. It's like, what am I doing? Like, yeah, there can be targets and there can be good opportunities to make money, but why worry about one player? I've had it happen where a player's just done everything wrong and they just keep winning, and then I've doubled up and I'm sitting there and I'm like, ooh, I want to stay deep on this table for this. Then I think about it and it's like, can I realistically expect to beat this guy most of the time unless I just flop a set? Probably not. So I'll just get off the table. You know what I'm saying? It's risk versus reward. I'm not saying you did anything wrong. I just want you to look at all aspects of this. Ace is the only card I didn't want to see. You like seeing the bankroll booming? Thanks, my man. It's going well. We're at 2,400 right now. Yeah, this run with the 1K to 10K is going much better. And I did have like 15 days where I just kind of was in the doldrums because my mental state was fucked. Not really running like Jesus, just kind of putting in good time. You know what I mean? And we're playing 50 and L now. You know what I'm saying? I got 3 50 and L tables here, so it's easier to win money, you know, at those stakes. The bankroll's gone up probably like $1,000 in the last 2 weeks because I started... Well, actually, technically it's gone up 1,500, but I had to pull 500. So actually, this number is 2,900. Nice. Little turn lead. Okay, okay, cool guy. Appreciate you, Noof. What do we got for you? You want to hear a fun fact about the Thing from the Fantastic Four? So, the Thing from the Fantastic Four, here's two fun facts. One, he's actually Jewish, canonically. There was a scene in a comic, Fantastic Four comic years ago, where this kid got mugged. Fantastic Four tried to fight off the mugger, and I believe the mugger, he hit him too hard. And it was like right when he got his powers. So the mugger goes down, and there's no way to call anybody. It's too late. Nobody's around, and he realizes the mugger's going to die, right? And this is like in the 70s. So he gets over the mugger, and he's sitting there, and he's thinking, he's like, God, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Like, he can't help the guy. He's just lungs crushed. He's just going to die. So then he has this revelation, and he goes, oh, wait, I know what to do. And he starts saying the Shema over the guy's dying body. Like, basically, it's what Jews do. You're supposed to do it when you wake up, when you go to bed, and before somebody dies, and when somebody gets married, and before something exciting happens, like in life, like, you get on a plane or something. It's basically a prayer for all times. And to me, that was really cool because, it showed a Jewish superhero at a time when that was not even discussed, So that's the first fun fact. Here's the second one, though, right here.
Ah, come mud!
I love the setup. I love the long setup. That one's for you, Noof. I did decrease the delay. It's only 200 seconds now. It used to be 240. I think it works fine. I got my internet fixed. I got everything done. And it's running like a charm now. They actually replaced all the cables in my wall and shit. Ended up getting my money back on that table. Just lost too many hands on other tables, so I booked a loss. But that was the hand that was over 50 big blinds. Alright, it happens. I like that I 3-bet this now. I didn't originally. I'm just going to bet half pot. This should work a lot, unless this player actually has the king. Yeah. This was limp, raise, call. Call, and I 3-bet it. And then half pot's plenty. You don't have to go super crazy big, because you're supposed to have aces, ace, king, and kings. You know what I'm saying? But if I had kings there, or aces, I would just bet super small. Like less than a third pot, like quarter pot. Just to induce somebody, but when we want to take it down, you just bet half pot like you're playing straight ABC. That flop was king 4-7, and it's like nobody's gonna, or king 4 deuce. Unless they flopped a set, I'm good. Like, they're just not gonna have it. So this is, I've been seeing this more and more. So this player just sat down, which is kind of throws me off. But when players are new, they either fuck around right away or they are super tight right away. So he made a super small open, right? Just like 2.1. And then I raised, and then he re-raised. Pitch. You loving the stream effects? Nice, man. Thanks. It takes a lot to do them, so I appreciate it. Look at this. I think we got it. And this same player's donking out. I mean, I guess we just call, right? The deuce is hilarious because there are cases where we just lost 4-6, ace-4. But with a set versus a guy who's a fucking donkey. Wish you visited Newfoundland when you were in Canada a few years back, though. Yeah. I wouldn't have minded that. I'm just going to keep calling here. It's going to bet half pot. Yeah, he's just fully full of shit. Wow, full pot. My man's dying to go broke. I'm folding no flush there, by the way. I'm folding no straight and no flush. He's just dying to go broke. So, that's okay, though. We'll get him. I'm not saying he doesn't bet big with good hands, but with two players in the pot, who the fuck's betting full pot on the flush? You know what I'm saying? That's two pair. And it's a dumb two pair. Because he limped it. It might be a set of fives. It's possible. But a lot of players don't bet sets that way. They'll bet two pairs that way before they bet sets that way. I know it sounds weird because a set is stronger. You'd think they would trap more, but you'd be surprised. 6 on the turn. Yeah, the stream effects are cool. You guys can use the stream effects too. If you have points, just click on the little metachlorian thing. I'm going to put my stream on here. This little thing down by chat, this right here. If you're not a sub, you can activate them with that. Yeah, I'm going to bet. You can. They're all in there pretty much. And any of the ones you can type in, if you're not a sub, you can activate them in there, or you can type them in and it'll use points. It'll use metachlorians. Or whatchamacallit, stream points that you've built up by watching the stream. So if you have a ton of metachlorians, which is one kind of points, use the actuator at the metachlorian thing, just, that little thing I just showed you. If you don't, if you have more points from watching under stream elements, which I instituted that about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks ago, then you can use those. But subs can do them all. I'd love to know how many clicks you do a year on your mouse. I go through a mouse about every 18 months or so I don't know. I'm sure there's some way to... Oh, we got them. We got the aces. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and bet half pot. Sometimes we're losing here, but I don't think so. Oh, I got timed out on this one. I would have had it. Yeah, he was just bluffing. Come on, peanuts. When they take this long, yeah, they're either folding or jamming, I was going to say. 118,568. Sounds low. Sounds low. Well, if you think about it like this, right? Let's say I average seven games at a time. It's probably a little bit more than that. It's probably like 7.5, or 7.2. But let's say I average 7 games at a time, right, when I play. So each one of these tables at full ring right now is going to get about, what's the hands per hour? I was going to say 80, but it's honestly a lot faster than that. It's probably close to 90. But let's say it's like, yeah, let's go 90 for a round number. I was going to say 85, but that's hard math. So that's 560 hands an hour, right? I would imagine if you say I only clicked on it once to fold every hand, that would be 560 clicks an hour. But obviously, it's way more than that. I probably click on a table 3 times when I fold because I move them around the screen and I'm doing this and all like that. So I don't know. I would imagine it's pretty high. Although I have worn out mice and looked up mouses and looked up how many clicks they can take, and it's over 1 million. I had one of them that I had for like 2.5 years when I was playing full time, and that one had over over 1 million, and the left click button just stopped working. It just like stopped clicking back. Should have raised the flop. But if you're a sub, you can use the points anyway. But, like, you can type in whatever you want, right? Set.
What is going on with you, Maria?
I feel pretty, oh so pretty. I feel pretty and witty and gay.
And you can see the current nails I'm wearing. Although the yellow doesn't show up on there. It's yellow, blue, and pink. It's the colors of the pan flag. You can see them there. But it's getting green screened out because there's a little bit of green under the way the yellow comes off with the blue. It kind of made a little bit of green, so it's getting green screened out a little bit because there is a green screen filter on that trigger. But you can type in anything you want, and it'll play. Flopped a boat.
Come on, I'm in a big hole here. Huge, huge hole. Madonna's.
There is a delay with the commands, but yes, you actuated that one.
Circa 1986.
I got to redo that one. I mean, how much better does this get? Here it is in its entirety. Look at this, we got called. Aces, kings full.
Huge, huge
The nut
hole.
flush, I
Madonna,
flopped a
circa
full house, and this guy
1986.
turned the
Madonna,
full.
Circa 1986.
That's just unlucky. Look at that. Look at this. Look at the aces trapping. Look at this. I raised the aces 3 bets. They all check it. That's ridiculous. And then this guy going apeshit when he has the fucking aces with the ace of hearts. That's hilarious. I mean, I could have bet it, but... I am going to still protect my 10s. Yeah, it probably is closer to a milli. There is a way to track that with the actuators. So this sucks because I don't want to bet this river because he's never going to fold a king. But if he had a queen in the river, I'm going to cry. Alright, nice. Yeah, got good value there. Logitech have decent mice. They really do. But for me, it's more about the shape of the mouse. This is one that I got from Amazon because I like the shape of it. It puts very little stress on my hand. And I have kind of wide hands like that. So this mouse kind of fills it at just my fingertips, and I don't really... it doesn't really bother me. Because I tend to just move my mouse like this. You know what I mean? Like, instead of moving my whole arm and shit. Just because it's a lot quicker. But I'm just literally like, I also have it at like a very high dot thing where you can move it. So like I'm just barely moving it like an inch, and it can get like, this is 1 inch from the top to the bottom of the screen. That's it. I am gonna raise this one. Trigger Fire's been having a little bit of a problem. Look at this, got re-raised. Alright, let's gamble. 5-3, 2 pairs, set of threes. I need a 4 or a diamond. That's a low equity spot. Still at 2401. Let's just go ahead and bet. Turn the king, what the fuck? I mean, I flopped the 9. It's hilarious that somebody with aces and somebody with kings... The king should have been 4-betting pre-flop, and the aces should have gotten it in with him. And then he would have lost to the kings anyway, but by taking that extra step, they just allowed me to fucking suck out on both of them. So this is fun. Hoosier leading should just be a lot of jacks. Can be some 2 pairs, 8-7. Yeah, the hand was hilarious. Yeah, because the aces 3-bet from the small, but then the kings just called. And it priced me right in to fucking flop them both down. And then we all just fucking flop. See, now this is... If this was a spade, yeah, I'd continue. An ace, I'd continue. But this is going to be 2 pair and full houses now, too much. Like, once the board pairs, it's just bad. Because he can have 7-8, he can have Jack-8. I think he just has a jack a lot here. Oh, he flopped the straight. Look at that. Yeah, he's got to be stronger than Jack-10, though, you fucking Momo. That's hilarious. I like the lead right at the straight. Be surprised how often people pay shit off. Like, that's fucking hilarious. I mean, I know it's late. It's like midnight or whatever, but still, that's fucking hilarious. Yeah, I don't lift my hand much at all. I'm just looking at it now. I don't lift my hand or even move my palm much at all when I'm mousing. I'm just kind of doing this. Because I have the DPS set really high, so I can move it from the top of this screen to the bottom with just like, yeah, it's about an inch. Uh-oh. Really? Gonna have a lot of 2 pairs. guess I had 11 outs against that one. I guess so I was 44% or 45% to win. Very sensitive arrowhead on your mouse. Yeah. No, I set it that way. I max out the speed so it moves around the screen really quickly. And then you can actually go into Windows and set your DPI, your dots per inch. You can set it super, super high. So when you max out both those things, you end up with a mouse that's super sensitive and moves very easily. Which I realized I needed that. God, it can't be a 5. Is this table dying? Yeah. I'm gonna have to look at it and see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna play out the free ones and call it. We're up a good chunk for the day. Somebody told me you can get a API actuator, so it counts your actions per minute. They use it in whatchamacallit, League of Legends training camps and shit like that. Like the guys in Japan who just play League of Legends all day. That's like as big as sumo out there. It's fucking crazy. Fuck. I mean, that's not the worst, but... I do think we want to bet. Fucking king. Fucking knew it. Fucking knew it. And I can't bet him off it. That's the thing. And he can have fucking aces there or queens sometimes, so I can't bet the fucking turn. What the fuck? Oh, that sucks. Fucking mouth breather. If I bet the turn, I don't think he folds. I really don't. Because he's going to be like, well, an ace, a king, or a jack is good for me. This is the one instance where he's right about that, when normally he should just be dead to a jack. Because I'm going to have ace, queen. Could even be dead beyond that. I could have fucking a set. I could have anything. Ugh, it's so annoying. Yeah, all these tables are going dead. Alright, give me 1 second. I'm going to bring up the lobby here and we'll see where we ended up. I think I ended up right around 2,400. I'm not sure, though. A little superstition. I don't bring it up while I'm playing a hand. Well, there really isn't much to play here. And I was on this table a while. 170 minutes. Alright, come on. Alright. Let's see here. Lobby, where are you? Okay. 24.06.51. Technically 29.06.51, I know, but I had to pull money off. So yeah, not bad, man. We ended up, I'll do the math for you off stream, but for the day, I guess we can call that like 170-ish something dollars a head. Not bad. I did play tournaments earlier today that kind of cost me some dough, so whatever. I guess technically I'm only up like 110, because I lost like 70 earlier, but whatever. This session, we made over 170 bucks. How about that? That's the math I'll do. I'm going to look for somebody to send you guys off to on a host. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me, especially late night. And tomorrow's Monday, so we're going to be playing a ton. Probably going to put in 2 or 3 sessions of cash games, more of the same. And we're getting close, man. When I get around to like 2,800, I'm going to start putting in 100 NL, 6 max. And yeah, we'll be taking our 2 or 3 buy-in shot at that. And we're going to be adding more 50 NLs before that. So I think when we get to 2,500, we can put up 4 50 NLs and start adding in the 100 NLs. So I have to look at it as for what I'm comfortable, but I feel good and I'm playing good. I like the blocker betting that I've been instituting lately, and I think it all went really well. So we'll send you off with one of these, and let's see here. Which one do we want to use? How about this one? And more fighting tomorrow.